201st year of our independence as a culture. Huge. If I can, on three, I want to hear a Zito from everyone. 1, 2, 3, Zito! Our Detroit Police Color Guard. They're wonderful. Thank you guys so much. We have Detroit's own F-Zones, the National Guard of Greece, here for us. Our very honored dignitaries, including our Grand Marshal Dimitris Papageorgiou, His Eminence Archbishop Elpidoforos of America, His Eminence Metropolitan Nicholas, Emmanuel Kouvarakis, the General Counsel of Greece in Chicago, and Garland Gilchrist, the Lieutenant Governor of Michigan. we are too.
Society of Bahia Marcela. Kids of the neighboring island joined the revolt during the Greek War of Independence. In response, Ottoman troops landed on the island, killed thousands. The massacre provoked international outrage and led to increasing support for the Greek cause worldwide, as demonstrated by Eugene Delacroix's famous painting of the massacre of Chios. In response, Greek society used fire ships or roulotos to the destruction of the Ottoman fleet.
This is a video camera.
Then we have St. George Greek Orthodox Church of Southgate, including the Zoe dancers. And a wonderful float. Of the Trojan horse. All the way from central Greece, my homeland, the Pan-Thessalian Union, Clarina and Dreams. Orthodox Church from St. Clair Shores, Michigan. Performing Arts. Coming up, the Epirottic Society of Michigan. Northern Epiros took part in the Greek War of Independence, where many locals revolted, organized armed groups, and joined the revolution. Many Epirotas participated as clefs along with the Armatoli, formed the nucleus of the Greek fighting forces and played a prominent part throughout its duration. have AHEPA District 10, the American Hellenic Educational Progressive Association. Following District 10, we have the American Hellenic Congress.
And here comes the Holy Cross Greek Orthodox Church of Farmington Hills, Michigan.
What a sight! The Modern Greek Club of Michigan State University and the HSA from University of Michigan with wonderful grease balloons. Go Blue.
Zito! And here comes the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church of Ann Arbor, Michigan, including the Yasu dancers.
Next is the Association of Stereoladites, Athanasios Diakos.
Coming all the way from Toledo, Ohio, the Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Cathedral. Probably one of the strongest clubs in the Detroit, Michigan group, the Senior Association of Michigan.
And right from downtown Detroit, our cathedral, Annunciation.
From Westland, Michigan, St. Constantine and Helen Greek Orthodox Church.
Levedoyena Youth.
Maritza! Maritza!
This group is coming far and long in multiple groups, in the dance groups, to the Ladies Society, to the youth group. President George Mariatakis.
Following them, St. John the Baptist, Greek Orthodox Church, Sterling Heights. Ayan. Follow them, the newly formed Young Adult League from St. John. God bless you guys.
Orthodox Church from Plymouth, Michigan, and the Redma Dancers. This group has gotten so strong with their youth group dancing, it's incredible to see the youth come alive again.
The Pan-Icarian Brotherhood of America, Ikaros. Ikaria gained independence from Ottoman rule on July 17, 1912, and rejoined Greece 5 months later.
The Pan-Icarian Brotherhood of America has their fraternity club in Lincoln Park, Michigan. Very close brothers of each other. St. George Greek Orthodox Church, Bloomfield Hills.
Samandre Brotherhood from Simandira, Asia Minor.
Assumption Greek Orthodox Church from Grand Blanc, Michigan. Organizations in combining together for Hellenism, and we have here the Hellenic Bar Association of Michigan.
St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church from Troy, including the Omega Dancers. The American Cyprus Association of Michigan, promoting the rights, freedoms of the Cypriot people and working towards the termination of the illegal occupation of Cyprus from Turkey.
Here comes the Pan-Macedonian Society of Detroit Aristoteles chapter. The Pan-Macedonian Association was founded in 1947 with the goal of uniting all Macedonian societies of the United States.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now I'd like to introduce our very own Danielle Corrales to lead us in the three national anthems.
Cum me fiam, mit reizig ihm, ach, da stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the and the home of the
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you to our color guard. Next, I'd like to introduce His Eminence Archbishop Elpidophoros of America.
Your Eminence Metropolitan Nicholas of Detroit, Honorable Consul General of Chicago, Emmanuel Kumbarakis, AHEPA District Governor Dimitris Papageorgiou, fellow Hellenes and Philhellenes, αγαπητοί μου πατριώτες και πατριώτισσες, ζήτω η Ελλάδα! Here in Detroit, you proudly march in honor of the immortal heroes of 1821. You are the vanguard of our homogenia, those who do not shy away from either their faith or their culture. You bring honor to our Greek Orthodox community, to this metropolis of Detroit, and especially to our sacred Archdiocese of America in its centenary celebration as the premier eparchy of the Ecumenical Patriarchate. This march today, this very parade, is a manifestation of love and gratitude. That is, love for Greece and our Orthodox Christian faith, and gratitude to God for the gift we have of being free Greek Orthodox Christians. We owe the bestowal of this gift upon us to the sacrifices of our spiritual and physical ancestors, who fought the good fight for freedom. This parade today symbolizes the march through history of the Greek people. Indeed, we are a genos, we are an ethnos, a nation that has never been confined to a single place. But we all know what we mean when we say Greece. Like Odysseus, the Greek soul has sailed through history, within a path of discovery and innovation. Like the famous Archimedes, we all can say Eureka. Eureka about so many things. About democracy, music, philosophy, logic, science, mathematics, and these are just the beginning of a list that could go on for days. Our national pride is worthy, and it is belied by the size of our national hope. Greece is a small jewel box of a country which has traversed land and sea to bring the foundational values of Western civilization to the world. And through our culture, through our philosophy and language, we brought the greatest gift imaginable to the world. We brought the Evangelion, we brought the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ to the world. Therefore, we march proudly today with gratitude and grace, and with the flag of our fathers and mothers held high, a flag that embodies our dedication to freedom. 201 years ago, our ancestors raised their own symbol of liberty on the Feast of the Annunciation at the Agia Lavra in Peloponnesos. Today, we wave our flag to remind the world that their sacrifice will never be forgotten. The Greek Orthodox community of Detroit has never forgotten. This metropolis of Detroit has never forgotten. And I tell you that our Sacred Archdiocese of America will never forget. Let us march, therefore, every year. Let us march and be of one mind and of one heart, as one community of faith, as one homogenia, as one Greek Orthodox Church. Ζήτω η Ελλάδα! Ζήτω η ελευθερία!
Next, I'd like to introduce His Eminence Metropolitan Nicholas.
Surprise! Your Eminence and beloved guests, all of us, what a wonderful day we're having today. We haven't had this in a couple of years, and I'm so grateful. We have representatives from our government, representatives from our parishes, representatives from our archdiocese, from all over. This is an important day because it talks to us about the reality of freedom. It is not confined to any one place, but we have lived in this example of that. And as that example, we understand what it means to want and desire freedom and liberty for everyone. I appreciate your presence here on behalf of all of our clergy and our Metropolis Council. I appreciate your participation in this to all of our guests who have come from far and wide to be with us. I appreciate the opportunity to just say hello and thank God. And to close with, Zito το έθνος! Amen.
Θα ψάλουμε όλοι μαζί τον υπερμάχο.
Right now, I'd like to introduce our Grand Marshal, Supreme Governor of Region 5, Dimitri Papageorgiou.
state of Michigan, Gilchrist, thank you for honoring us with your presence. General Counsel of Greece from Chicago, Manolis Kouvarakis, Georgia Tatiopoulou. Clergy of this wonderful state, organizer of the Detroit Greek Parade, who relentlessly worked and worked and worked to see all these wonderful things come together. Members of AHEPA, Daughters of Penelope, and all the Greek associations in Michigan. Thank you for your commitment to take the time to partake in this great timeless parade to commemorate the 201 years of Greece that was freed from the oppressive Ottoman Empire. Zito η Ελλάδα! The entire world extends its gratitude and remembrance to all those Greeks and Philhellenes that gave their lives during the Greek independence. 1 in 3 Greeks, I repeat, 1 in 3 Greeks from 1821 to 1838 gave their lives to uphold democracy and what we call today Greece. Let us observe a moment of silence to honor all these heroes. Thank you. Why do we celebrate the Greek independence and its importance to the world? I can think of 6 reasons. First, to commemorate and be grateful to all those Philhellenes that gave their lives for what they believed was a great cause for the world. Free Greece from the Ottoman Empire, Greece would not be free today if we did not have great allies. Second, to remember and be grateful and support the Greek Orthodox Church worldwide that kept our Greek heritage, religion, language, and traditions alive for 400 years of occupation, 1453 to 1821, almost 6 generations. Third, Greece stands for liberty and freedom. The Greek flag with 9 stripes stands for Eleftheria ή Thanatos, freedom or death. The Greek ideal of freedom is the worldwide beacon, an ideal that has been defended through thousands of years, like the 300 of Leonidas, in the Hot Gates, Thermopylae, the Battle of Marathon, the battles of Derbenakia, Navarino, Alamana, Gravia, Valtesi, Basilica, to mention a few. This yardstick of freedom is what defines and guides all of us here today. You should all be proud for being part of this parade. Fourth, to remember the people of the world that are still under oppressive regimes, specifically Northern Epirotes, Βόρειο Epirotes, since 1912, Pontians since 1913, Armenians since 1915, Asia Minor, Micrasiates since 1922, and Northern Cyprus since 1974. I pray and hope that Cyprus and all these people will be freed soon with the help of Greece's and Cyprus's allies. Fifth, to perpetuate the Hellenic ideals of family, education, civic responsibility, philanthropy, and individual excellence. Democracy, philosophy, scientific innovation, and the Olympics exemplify just a few cornerstone gifts, in addition to the gift that His Eminence Elpidophorus mentioned, our Evangelium, to the world by the Greeks for the better life to the entire world. How many nations pay today any royalties for these timeless gifts? None. These are eternal gifts because Greeks believe in generously giving for a better life for all. Remember that and please be generous. 6, to maintain the strong bond between Greece and the Western world, especially the United States of America. According to the Declaration of Independence on March 24, 2021, by our President, Joe Biden, we celebrate the history and values that unite the United States of America and the Hellenic Republic. Our founding fathers drew inspiration from ancient Greece's example as they framed our constitution and formed the world's first modern democracy. A few decades later, American Philhellenes championed Greece's quest for independence, forging a close connection between our peoples that has flourished over the ensuing years. This was signed by Joseph R. Biden, our president. In closing, the national poet of Greece, Andreas Kalvos, in one of his poems, reminds us, freedom requires virtue and courage. Ελευθερία απαιτεί αρετή και τόλμη. Virtue to respect and value our freedom, and courage to defend our freedom when needed. May God bless the people of America, Greece, and Cyprus. Zito η Ελλάδα! Thank you.
I'd like to introduce now Emmanuel Koubaraki, the General Counsel of Greece in Chicago.
Your Eminence, Archbishop Elpidophoros, Your Eminence, Metropolitan Nicholas, distinguished Lieutenant Governor, Mr. Gilchrist, Achepa District Governor, Mr. Papageorgiou, αγαπητοί ομογενείς, χρόνια πολλά Ελλάδα, χρόνια πολλά στον ελληνισμό της Αμερικής. Σήμερα η καρδιά της Ελλάδος χτυπά δυνατά εδώ στο Greektown του Detroit. Dear friends, we have gathered here today in spirit of unity and solidarity to commemorate the 201st anniversary of the beginning of the Greek independence war, which was waged by our ancestors against the Ottoman Empire and led to the founding of the Greek state. We are honored by your participation in the celebration of the Greek National Day that have commenced yesterday and continued today with the doxology at the Annunciation Greek Orthodox Cathedral. We stand here today to pay our respects to the heroes of 1821 and the heroes who have been inspired by them. The Greek Revolution was not only a nation's struggle for freedom, it inspired people all over the world who shared the same values and believed in our just cause. These people, the Philhellenes, who supported and in many cases sacrificed themselves for freedom and justice, deserve to be remembered and honored side by side with the Greeks' heroines and heroes. The United States of America constituted a fertile ground for the movement of Philhellenism that blossomed during the Revolution and beyond. The descendants of these Philhellenes continue to keep Greece close to their hearts, and we can only be grateful to them. The principles and values that nurtured and fueled the Greek Revolution of 1821 still uphold the democratic world today, and full adherence to them is today more imperative than ever. Those fundamental principles could not be more relevant nowadays when we witness other people struggle to maintain their independence, freedom, and democracy in Ukraine, but elsewhere in the world too. Through great sacrifice, perseverance, and faith, the Hellenic Republic has grown and prospered since its establishment to assume an important geostrategic role at the present time. Through alliances and international agreements concluded in the framework of international law, Greece is growing. Our approach, which is based on dialogue and on respect to the international law and to the principle of good neighborly relations, serve as an example in the region. Greece, through this constructive approach, is a pillar of stability, security, and peace in the wider region of Eastern Mediterranean. Dear friends, the Greek heritage has enriched the world with an amazing record of achievements in all fields of knowledge, philosophy, science, art, culture, and sport, the Olympic Games. During the course of time, Greeks, with their ideas, and aspirations, have traveled wide and far, offering energy and enthusiasm to the receiving communities, like the Greek American community to the United States. Let us rejoice over the enduring ties between the Greek and the American people. We share a history and a heritage. We have been allies in war and fought for the same freedoms in peace. Thank you all for celebrating with us this important anniversary of the Greek War for Independence in Detroit. Χρόνια πολλά Ελλάδα!
And I'd like to ask the Lieutenant Governor of Michigan, Garland Gilchrist, to come up.
All right, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. His Eminence Archbishop Epidaforo, Metropolitan Nicholas of Detroit, General Counsel of Chicago, Grand Marshal Dimitri, and my friend from high school, Tom Pascaris. It is an honor and a privilege to be here with you on this amazing occasion and celebration. The entire state of Michigan, not just Governor Gretchen Whitmer and myself, Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist, not just the city of Detroit that I call home, not just Greektown itself, which has been a welcoming place for people of all backgrounds and faiths here in Metro Detroit for generations. We all say together, Happy Greek Independence Day. I bring greetings from my family to yours as I'm here to celebrate, as I was 3 years ago with my 3 children. Well, one of them wasn't born yet, my wife was pregnant. I want you to know that Michigan's Greek community has been and continues to be an integral part of the fabric of the state of Michigan. You have been at the forefront as we have blazed new trails and pushed the boundaries of innovation, technology, and imagination. You've helped us create shared prosperity across communities throughout our 2 peninsulas. You've brought our state to new heights while keeping us grounded in the ideals of tradition, family, and community. And the story of the Greek community in Michigan is yet another example of how the diverse, culturally rich fabric of Michigan is our strength. I think the origin story of this Greektown parade sums up the integral role of Greek Michiganders have played in moving the state of Michigan forward. During World War II, we came together with our families and our allies from around the world to fight fascism and to defend democracy. And the Greek community in Detroit knew that they had to do something. So they organized the original Greek Detroit Parade to raise money for war bonds, to support the American war effort and the Greek fight for liberty. And that was not the first time that the Greeks have fought for democracy. And we are here to celebrate Greek Independence Day, when Greece courageously reestablished democracy in 1821. So through the original Greektown Parade, it may have ended in the 1960s. But we're blessed today with the resurrection and reimagination and an opportunity to create and continue this tradition to celebrate Michigan's rich Greek American heritage. So I want to thank you for allowing me the privilege and the pleasure to celebrate with you this year and every year. And I look forward to working alongside you as we advance our ideals of freedom, of democracy, of opportunity, of inspiration as we move forward. Thank you and God bless you for always standing strong for Michigan.
Good afternoon. This year, as many of you know, unfortunately we commemorate the 100th anniversary of the darkest moment in modern Greek history, the Asia Minor catastrophe. At the end of World War I, there were still over 1.5 million Greeks living in Asia Minor. As our reward for our efforts on behalf of our American, British, and French allies, we were awarded the majority Greek city of Smyrna, the great and ancient city, which was not only a majority Greek city, but was also probably the largest Greek city in the world. More Greeks than Athens, more than Thessaloniki, more than Constantinople. Unfortunately, we lost the war. In 1922, the Turkish army entered Smyrna and burnt the Greek, Armenian, and English quarters to the ground. This resulted in many deaths and many refugees. The resulting population exchange, all 1.5 million Greeks in Asia Minor, and also 500,000 Greeks in the European region of Eastern Thrace, were forced to leave and became refugees to Greece. This year, we would like to observe a moment of silence on behalf of all the soldiers who bravely gave their lives in defense of Asia Minor Hellenism, and on behalf of all the civilians who died in the Great Fire of Smyrna and all the other phases of the war, as well as all the people who died in the events leading up to war. The massacres at Ivali and Fokia, the Mavro Pascha, Black Easter in Eastern Thrace, and the Pondian genocide in northeastern Asia Minor. Let us remember the lives of these people who died for Hellenism. Let us observe a moment of silence. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce now our president of the parade, Yanni Dianasopoulos.
Could we wish for a better day? No. Your Eminence, Metropolitan and Grand Marshal, Lieutenant Governor, Geniko Proxeno, Greeks of Detroit, welcome. It's finally good to see you after this 2 year of pause we had. I cannot be prouder, the community is not prouder, for everyone here today, from our sponsors, the board, the committee, everyone individually, the F-zones, everyone that has that sense of pride of our Greek heritage, celebrating 201 years of freedom. And I'm not going to take much of your time. It's been a long day. From the bottom of my heart, σας ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Ζήτω η Ελλάδα, ζήτω η Αμερική, ζήτω! I just want to acknowledge a few things before we go. I want to present some awards for εκλεκτούς καλεσμένους that we had here today in Detroit. I'm going to start with Your Eminence Alpidoforos. Σας ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ, Σεβασμιότατε. For our Grand Marshal, a round of applause. Dimitris Papagiorgiou, thank you so much for what you do for our community. Geniko Proxeno, always a pleasure and an honor. Thank you for joining us today on this special day. And for Lieutenant Governor of the state of Michigan, that we all live here, and we're here because of our heritage and our culture. Thank you so much for honoring us for the second time with you and your family. We're deeply honored and appreciative of that. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. And what better way to end this beautiful day of culture and history in Greektown with dancing on Monroe Street. Along with Dream, we've been wanting to dance on Monroe Street. Let our dance group start, and I'm inviting everyone to join them. Ζήτω η Ελλάδα, ζήτω η Αμερική. And like we say in Greektown, Yamas!
I was right there.
I'd like to ask our crane dancers to come up first.
Yes. Can you see? Can you see?
You all set? Are you a professional or are you just doing this on the personal?
Personal.
Oh, personal. Good for you. Good. Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's a nice day.
Yeah, like I say, go through.
Let's give our Greek dancers a huge round of applause. That was beautiful. Coming up next, our final dance group of the day, the Revma Dancers.
Everyone enjoy the dances? All right. We're almost done. Give us just a quick second. We want everyone to participate.
That's okay. That's okay. Oh, yes.
And these cameras have to walk that way. I'm gonna walk back by the stage. Yeah, I've got my, I have a bag back there. But I gotta get back in that direction. Yeah, right there next to that bag.
Want me to open it up?
Let's get everyone to come out and dance a Kalamachino together. Always Stockholm. Don't be scared. Marco's going right now. Let's celebrate today together, everyone. Like you've never danced before. Rita, go ahead. Danielle, Athena, good choice. Baby, thank you, young results. We get you guys out here, we see you.
Diana, you wanna dance? Το μπαστούνι μου!
Μπράβο! Όλοι χρειαζόμαστε ένα μπαστούνι. Όλοι χρειαζόμαστε.
Thank you again, everyone. Zito Elada. Zito Toetnos. Zito Nilasteria. Με το καλό, see you guys next year και το χρόνο.
Ζήτω η Κύπρος!